guys, how's it going? God here, and right off the bat, let me just say, I'm not with this asshole. This is super rich, mega famous pastor Joel Osteen, worth $50 million, has a house worth $10 fucking million. So let me paint the picture for you. Houston, Texas has a once-in-a-lifetime mega fucking flood. This was Joel Osteen's opportunity to step up. This was his chance to show the world, hey, I'm not just some scummy conman mega pastor. I'm actually a man of God here to help people. I mean, this dude constantly gets called a con man and a scam artist because he's worth over $50 million and lives in a $10 million house. And this was his fucking opportunity. It's almost like God threw one right down the middle for him so he could knock that motherfucker out of the park. There's only one catch. Joel Osteen actually is a scummy con man that doesn't really give a fuck about people. All he gives a shit about is money, just like every other fucking con man. Which is why when that big moment came and Houston needed him more than ever, he fucking blew that shit. He's like, yeah, I have a mega church that seats 17,000 people. Would have helped so many motherfuckers. But hey, part of it was flooded. The fucking parking garage was flooded a little bit. And even though the main part was completely fucking dry, could have housed all kinds of people and helped out, nobody fucking asked us to. We're a church. We only fucking help people when we're asked. It's really the city's fault for not asking us to fucking do it. What a fucking dick. So, needless to say, the internet was not amused with Joel Osteen's bullshit. You got crucified, fucko! Let's have a look at some of the best of it. Here's Joel when the flood started. He's like, fuck this, everybody run! Not in my goddamn church! We just got new carpets! Even the Iron Sheik is getting on it. He's like, hey Joel Osteen, you lucky I didn't break your fucking neck! You treat the Houston people with respect, or you are a big-time jabroni. You get him, Sheik. And Joel Osteen be like, don't it make you feel good to give money to God? Look at this fucking asshole. $10 million house. Dude lives tax-free like a fucking king. I just gotta say, anybody that gives this dude money, you dumb as fuck. And hey, thank you for showing, not you, how Houston comes together. And here's a fake quote, but it's perfect. He spoke to me. God spoke to me right in the middle of this unholy hurricane. He came down in the form of a ball of light and filled me with the Holy Spirit. And speaking in the softest of whispered, he said, fuck 'em. And here's how Joel feels now that he's being exposed. But my money! And hey Joel, can we use your church to shelter these needy people?
Hell no, to the no, hell to the no, hell to the no, to the no, listen.
And hell yeah, here's Joel making it rain on some hoes. Not flood victims, just hoes. And this is goddamn true. It takes a special kind of con artist to get rich without paying any taxes by selling people an invisible product for 10% of their income that they can't see until after they die. And spoiler alert, you're not gonna see it then either, because you're gonna fucking be dead. And Joel's like, do not try to swallow anything Satan tries to ram down your throat. Jesus comes first. Jesus like, fuck yeah, Joe, preach that shit. I'm gonna splooge all over you motherfuckers. Jesus, 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 Jesus. And then he's like, fuck off, Houston. Don't worry, folks. I'm praying for you. Fuck out of my ark. And Jesus walked on water. And if you fuck up in here, so will you motherfuckers. As floodwaters rise to the second level of a Houston church, Joel Osteen drowns refugees as they attempt to make it to the third level where his money is kept. Better drown them quicker, Joel. And this guy's like, hey, I was able to sneak inside Joel Osteen's church during the flood. Let's check it out. Yep, that's pretty much exactly what I expected. And in case you guys were wondering whatever happened to the Shermanator, that motherfucker's rich now. Knock, knock. Go away. Open up, Joel. Can't. It's, flooded. No, it's not, you fucking fraud. Open your goddamn doors. And Captain, the Borg have just attacked the Federation colony. Send our thoughts and prayers, Mr. Worf. And update the ship's profile pic with a colony flag. And here's a real-life picture of this disgusting asshole. Just makes you feel warm in your heart, doesn't it? And I wish this was real life, because BAM! That's what Joe deserves. Sorry, flood victims. My church was only designed to provide shelter from taxes. So I'm really happy to see the internet all banding together to destroy this disgusting piece of shit. Good job, internet. More of this. But here's the shitty part about this whole thing. Joel Osteen is still gonna make fucking money off this. Apparently there's no such thing as bad press, and because of all the slamming Joel Osteen has gotten, apparently Tyler Perry is gonna donate $250,000 to him. God damn it. It's just so fucking frustrating how this world continuously rewards bad behavior. You see, churches have different rules than everybody else does. They don't have to show where any of this money is actually going. So no doubt, some of that $250,000 is going to end up in Joel Osteen's fucking pocket. No matter what a fucking shithead he is, he's still getting rewarded for it. Tyler Perry's basically like, hey, you can't judge people. One of the biggest Uncle Tom house Negroes in history. Made hundreds of millions of dollars by selling Christianity to black people. And obviously, he likes anyone who makes him feel better for being a Christian and still being super fucking rich, despite what Jesus specifically said about it over and over again. It is harder for a camel to fit through an eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to get into heaven. He told people, if you want to get into fucking heaven, you better sell all your shit. But these motherfuckers don't give a goddamn what Jesus had to say. They're like, hey, who the fuck are you to judge our Christianity, Jesus? Well, fuck you, Tyler Perry, and eat a dick. And Joel Osteen is already using this disaster to make more money for himself. He's already asking for donations for the hurricane relief. I got an idea, Joel. Why don't you sell your fucking $10 million house? Why don't you donate the $50 million you have into your bank to these people? Here's your chance once and for all, Joe, to show people that you're not just about the money, that you actually are a man of God. Imagine how many people will be helped if you put in your $60 million to the cause. But we all know you're not going to do it because it's obvious you're just a sack of shit. And Osteen is already trying to put a positive spin on this and saying pretty much everything they do for the next 5 years as far as charity goes in some way is going to be related to the Houston flood. And then he immediately got called out again on social media for this bullshit. Many people pointed out that all he does is use these situations as a photo op. He drives in on a golf cart and then he hands out meals ready to eat for like 5 minutes, gets a couple photos and video taken of him. Then he gets in his fucking golf cart and he drops the fuck back off. Basically like Donald Trump. It's just all a big fucking show. So look, people, if you're going to donate to the hurricane relief of Houston, please do not give your money to Joel Osteen. There are so many other valid charities whose money will actually go to help people and not go to some asshole's car payment on his fancy ass sports car. And the sad thing is, Joel Osteen is only the 5th richest preacher in the United States. There are 4 motherfuckers even richer. If you give money to this guy, not only are you an idiot, but you're also a pretty big asshole. Stop encouraging these televangelist con men. These guys should be put in prison, not rewarded and made rich as fuck. But kudos to the internet for slamming this fucko. More of this, please. Because eventually, we will mock this stupidity into extinction. And on that glorious day where the last idiot gives the last dollar to the last con man, the world will finally unite together as one under the banner of logic. Fuck yes. Hey guys. Dusty the White here, and as many of you may have heard, YouTube's adpocalypse has basically demonetized all my videos. I'm no longer really able to make any money off YouTube, so if you guys like what I do, please consider supporting me on Patreon. Patreon is the only reason this channel still exists. So if you enjoy what I do, please consider pitching in and help save this channel. Thanks a lot, guys.